if I couldn't say a word. If I could.
Praise the Lord, everybody. Praise the Lord, everybody. I rose to introduce one of my best friends, Keith McIntyre. He is the son of Priscilla McIntyre and the grandson of Mary Whitehead. He is 22 years old and graduated class of 2013, home of the Mighty Bulldogs, Thomasville High. Okay, that's the basic. I'm going to tell you about my friend. When I first met Keith, I said, something's wrong with this boy. He was always going off on somebody. He was mainly taking up for me because I was real sensitive. I used to cry all the time. And he was always taking up for me. Even in high school, he took up for me. Keith, I've known Keith since we were like, what, alone, little. And we've been going to church all the time. We stayed in church. And even in high school, everybody seen the God in us. And God in him too. And he been working in church, been ministering, dancing, singing, since he was little. And I hope everybody sees the God in him that I see. I introduce to you Keith McIntyre.
Come on, give God some praise. Come on, give God some praise. If he did anything for you, you ought to give God some praise. People say all the time, I can look back on my life. I can just look back on yesterday. He done did some things since yesterday. I ain't got to go back to last year. I ain't gonna praise him, but I'm gonna praise him by myself. And I know what he did for me. My favorite part of that song, he turned it was, the devil thought he had me. But I run. The devil thought he had me, but I got away. Through the grace and mercy of God. Come on, give my hand up a praise. When I get down, I don't know about y'all, but I try to encourage myself. I don't wait for nobody else to encourage me. I don't wait for no phone call, no text message and say, hey, this is the day's motivation. I try to motivate myself and everybody else. Because you're going to learn that you're going to have to encourage yourself. Because everybody's not for you. So you got to learn how to encourage yourself. And when I get down, I say something like this. Don't give up on God, 'cause he won't give up on you. He's able. He's wonderful. for the things that he has done. To the shepherds of this house, Pastors Frank and Miss Darlene Brinson. And when my best friend Courtney said my grandmother's name, I think it lit up in him. Because my grandmother knew a lot of people. And I know a lot of people because of my grandmother. I just want to stop and pause and just pay tribute to my grandmother because she's my shero. You wouldn't see this if it wasn't for her. So I just want y'all to give a heck of a praise for my grandmother. She wanted to be here tonight. Thank God for her. To a man who I call a friend. I think I was going through stuff back last year, and I talked to him, and he was nothing but encouragement for me. He said, "Don't stop, because you got people looking at you. You can't act a certain way because you got people looking at you. You may not see it, but they looking at you. So you can't conduct yourself. Come on now. You can't conduct yourself any kind of way because people looking at you." So he encouraged me, and I just thank God for Minister Rashard Brinson. I thank God for him. Thank God for him. And to these youth, it's a difference in dancing and ministering. There's a difference. And if you run a go for Christ like you say you is, you should know the difference from dancing and ministering. Those kids did not dance tonight. They ministered. Come on, you can give praise for that. Young people ministering for God. I've been excited. Ever since June. Ever since Rashard said, "You the speaker for our program," I've been excited. And when you're doing something for God, you should get excited. Whether it's just handing out a piece of paper, you should get excited. Because I always believe that a blessing comes with your participation. The blessing just don't come. You got to participate in order to get your blessing. Woo! That's a word right there. I think we about to go home right there. Your blessing requires your participation. I tell my boys on the basketball team, if you don't run down the court, the ball ain't gonna come to you. You got to go get it. If you want it, you got to go get it. If you want that job, go fill out the application. Stop talking about it and do something about it. Your blessing requires your participation. I wasn't supposed to go there, but I thank God for that. I wasn't supposed to go there. Thank God. Somebody excited tonight. Somebody's expecting something. Somebody's expecting something. Let me move on. Woo! I got you. I appreciate that. I got you. So I ain't gonna praise about myself. I got you. There we go. I got one. I got one that understands. While I was scrolling down my newsfeed on Facebook a while back, my friend posted up one of her conversations with her daughter. She said her daughter came home, and her daughter told her, "Mom, the teacher a boost of the class. I need somebody to catch this, because there's a message come from this story." Now, some simple-minded people will be like, "Well, my daughter got to be a caboose of the class." And a caboose of the class means you're the last person in the line. Yeah. And so she said, "Well, do you know what caboose is?" And the daughter's reply was that the teacher told me to make sure everybody stays in line. And this is my favorite part of it, to make sure nobody gets left behind or lost in line.
That's right.
Make sure nobody gets left or get lost in the line. So she said, I comment on the post. I said, inbox me. So we started talking, and she said, well, that's a big responsibility for a 5-year-old. I said, well, all you need to do is just call it kingdom preparation. Now this is the message behind it. God saves his best for last. Stop beating yourself because you have not reached where you thought you should be. Knowing your position and your purpose, you're important. It's only the process. And believe it or not, being a caboose is being radical for Christ. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if I got to be at the end of the line to make sure everybody in my circle, everybody in my group, everybody in my church, everybody on my job gets to the finish line, then so be it. Because God gave me encouraging words. In Matthew 20, verse 16, he said, the last will be first. So I don't mind being last right now. Because I know if I hold out, if I wait on God, soon I'm not going to be the last one in the line. Soon I'm going to be the first in the line. So I don't mind being last. I don't mind being last. Real quick. Turn your Bibles to Luke 15th chapter. Luke 15. I'll be starting at the 11th verse. Real familiar parable.
Thank you, Lord. Hallelujah.
If you would like to stand to respect God's word, you can do so.
Glory, glory, glory. Hallelujah.
I've always been raised to respect God's word. And it reads, and he said, there was a man who had 2 sons. And the younger of them said to his father, Father, give me the share of property that is coming to me. And he divided his property between them. Not many days later, the younger son gathered all he had and took a journey into a far country. And there he squandered his property in reckless living. And when he had spent everything, a severe famine arose in the country, and he began to be in need. So when he went and hired himself out to one of the citizens of that country, who sent him into the fields to feed pigs. And he was longing to be fed with the pods that the pigs ate, and no one gave him anything. But that 17th verse, if you're a note taker like I am, you can note that 17th verse down, because when you probably ain't gonna catch it right now, but when you go home at night, about 2 o'clock in the morning, when God speaks to me as well, you're gonna catch this thing on the 17th verse. He said, but when he came to himself,
Hallelujah.
he said, how many of my father's hired servants have more than enough bread, but I perish here with hunger?
My God.
I will arise and go to my father, and I will say to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Treat me as one of your hired servants.
My God.
And so he arose and came to his father, but while he was still a long way off, his father saw him. Somebody say, saw him.
Saw him.
He wasn't right in front of him, but he saw him.
Right. Glory.
And he embraced him, and he felt compassion. And he embraced him and kissed him. And the son said to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you. I am no longer worthy to be your son. But the father said to his servants, bring quickly the best robe and put it on him.
Yes, sir.
And put a ring on his hand and shoes on his feet. And bring the fatted calf and kill it. And let us eat and celebrate. For this son was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found. And they began to celebrate. I'm going to stop right there. So there's a second part to the story, but I just want to talk a few minutes from the first part of the story. If you just do me a favor, just look to your neighbor and tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, snap out of it. Maybe you need to go, maybe you need to get off your road and go find you somebody else. You might have to walk across the room and find you somebody who's on the level like you are and tell them again, say, neighbor, I need for you to snap out of it. If you were looking for a topic, there's your topic. Snap out of it. Before we become radical for Christ, we got to snap out of some things. We got to snap out of some things. So, before becoming radical for Christ, you have to snap out. Before becoming an adult, you had to put childish ways behind you. I'm talking to the kids, but I'm also talking to the adults because I was also taught that I can't help nobody else if I can't help myself. And see, sometimes we can't take our own advice. We try to give advice, but sometimes we have to take our own advice. And just talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself as well. A lot of situations that we done been in, we just take our own advice, we wouldn't be in them. Before you walk, you had to crawl. So you have to step out of some things before you become radical for Christ. The things that you used to do, you'll be no longer be able to do. The places that you used to stop by, you now have to drive by. And see, God does this thing. The thing that you used to stop by, now you have to drive by. He won't tear it down. He won't mess it up. It'll still be thriving.
Right there.
But you got to drive by because you want to be radical for Christ. You can't be radical for what you used to stop by. But you got to figure out, is it your time to snap out of it? So it's never too late to snap out of it. The younger son left his father, I'm back in the Bible now, left his home and he traveled to a foreign country where he knew no one. Now real quick, this is for the youth. Never forget where you come from. The same exact thing you running from could be the same thing you got to come back to. The person you done disrespected or treated wrong could be that same person you need one day. I ain't talking from what's on this paper, I'm talking from experience. You done did somebody wrong and then all of a sudden now you got to call them up. Or you done did them wrong and then you got to walk up in the job and think you got to interview and say, oh, I'm ready for this thing. And then you look up and say, you were my 5th grade teacher. I ain't never come to your class. Ooh, and you got to do my interview? Lord have mercy. But you got to watch who you got to watch how you treat people because you never know. You never know. Because my grandmother always said, today I'm going through, but just wait a while. It's on my foot right now. But just wait a while. Because it's going to be on yours in a minute. And if it ain't already there, maybe you turn your head and it's there. So the younger son, he ran away. But when all else failed, and he came to his senses, when he snapped out of it, he returned home. And his father was still there and accepted him with compassion and love. You can stay away for so long, but once you come to your senses, once you snap out of it, you can still come back to God. And he will receive you with open arms. Isn't it good to know that God will still receive you after you done messed up? After you done strayed away, after you done made a mistake. It's good to know that God is not like man. Man will throw you away. He'll turn his back on you. But God will still be right there. Somebody ought to give praise right there. That's how much love God has for us. Somebody about to get mad when I say this. Cuz I just need y'all to have the truck ready for me, you know, when I get up out of here. I get back to Thomasville. At some point, you must realize that everyone is not for you. At some point, I've had to learn that everyone ain't got my best interests at heart. Had to feed them out a long handle spoon. Because everybody ain't for you. Everybody don't want to see you doing good. They upset, so they want you to be upset. But it's good I know my joy comes from God, not from them. So you got to cut them loose. You got to cut them loose. You still love them, but just cut them loose. Young men, you got to pull those pants up and put on a belt. If I can do it, you can do it. And I've been doing it a long time. So if I can do it, I know you can do it. You cannot go to anybody's job if you don't look or dress appropriately. First impressions is everything. Ladies.
Oh, you better work that now. Work it, I got you. Work it, I got you.
Ladies. Respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself, how you expect someone else to respect you? Come on, it's time to snap out of it. Now once you snap out of it, you're going to have to do something.
Amen. Yes, sir.
You're going to have to encourage yourself. When I say encourage yourself, I mean this. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I am the head and not the tail. Greater is he that is within me than he who is in the world. By his stripes I am healed. You got to encourage yourself. Don't wait for people to encourage you, because you'll be waiting a long time. Beat them to it. You got to pat yourself on the back. Even though you know, she knows she should have gave me a pat on the back for that. But I'm going to pat myself on the back. You know what I'm thinking about? I'm just going to give myself a high five. Give myself a high five. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you too. Don't wait for nobody to encourage me. I encourage myself. And then after you encourage yourself, you have to keep your eyes on the prize. You can become radical for Christ, and the minute you take your eyes off the prize, you begin to fall. In the Bible, Peter was radical for Christ. His faith had gotten so strong in God to the point he was walking on the water. And as long as he kept his eyes on Jesus, he was all right. But the second he took his eyes off Jesus, he began to sink. As long as you keep your eyes on Jesus, you are able to be radical for Christ. The second you take your eyes off Jesus, you begin to drown. You begin to sink. You begin to fail. You begin to go back to your old ways. You begin to call up them old friends. You start stopping by what you were able to drive by. So don't take your eyes off Jesus. But in order for us to become radical for Christ, and I do mean us, because this message is for me also. So I'm talking to myself as well. The next thing we have to do is, and this is hard to do, we can get on our knees, we can pray. We can say, Lord, I need to hear from you. We can get on our knees, we can pray. We can also hear from God. But the thing is, what we're going to do after we hear from him. So the next thing you have to do is move forward. When you become radical for Christ, it begins to get hard. And yes, it is easy to turn around. And it's easy to give up. Throw in the towel and surrender. But if you ever stop and think, what if I move forward? What happens if I prove the enemy wrong? What happens if I step out on faith? What happens if I move by faith and not by sight? What if I believe God and continue to move forward? When I was young, firemen taught me a thing. They said stop, drop, and roll. They didn't say stop, drop, and stay there. They didn't say stop, drop, roll back towards the fire. They said stop, drop, and roll. So that gave me clarity on something. Yes, I may fall, and it may take me some time to get up. But while I'm rolling, I'm going to roll towards my destiny. I'm going to roll that A on the test. I'm going to roll towards that high school diploma. I'm going to roll towards that degree in college. I'm going to roll towards my dream. So that when I get up, I can continue to move forward. When I look back, I can say, I've come farther than where I started. The fire is way behind me now. Let me just show you real fast what I mean. I need 2 volunteers. I need a youth and an adult. A youth and an adult. All right. Whichever one, young man. Whichever one. All right. You stand where he at. You stand where he at. And you stand by right now. Now, we all know about a gap.
Yeah.
We have a gap in life.
Little gap. You better stop what I say.
We have the gap. We have the gap where I am and where I'm trying to be.
Yes, sir.
We know that gap. But I was studying this thing, and then I thought about it, and it's another gap that we forget about.
Jesus.
Oh, come on.
It's another gap we forget about. We forget about where I am and where I used to be. I'm going to help somebody real fast. Real fast, I'm going to help somebody. You stay right there, okay? Don't move. When I tell you to step, you're going to step, okay? Step. I'm going through elementary school. Step. Middle school. I just had my first F on the test. Step. I done walked across the stage in high school, get my high school diploma. Now, if anybody can understand something, there's a gap that's getting longer and there's a gap that's getting short. Step. I had to lose some things, but I'm still here. Step. I had to lose some friends, but I'm still here. Step. I had to bury some people, but I'm still here. Step. Now, when you turn around and you look back, I done came a long way. Somebody give praise for the gap. You don't understand, but God is in the middle of that gap. He was in the middle of the first gap, and He's also in the middle of the second gap. I thank God for both gaps. I thank God for the gap. Growth comes in the gap. Progress comes in the gap. I didn't say I made it there, but I'm making it there. I heard this story once about this family. Preacher preached on it when I was young. I said, that story is fascinating because it's a lot of what we deal with. So one day, the father allowed his daughter to drive. How many of y'all ain't got a license? Think back when you first got your driving license. When you first got your driving license. Now, I ain't talking the ones who drive before they got their license now. When they drive on the road. I ain't talking about that. But when you first got your license, I know it was nerve-wracking for you.
Yes, Lord.
So, the daughter was driving. They were on the road, and a storm came. The wind was blowing. Thunder was roaring out. I don't know, but nobody y'all, I don't like thunder. I don't like lightning.
Praise God.
When God do His work, I was taught to sit.
That's right.
So when that noise and stuff go, you ask my cousin Jan, I'll be up out of there. It's time to go. I don't do nothing when it's thunder and lightning. So they were on the road driving, and the storm came, and so the daughter got scared, like a normal person would, and asked the dad, "Hey, you want me to pull over?" Dad said, "No, keep driving."
Hey.
And so she kept on driving. The lightning started flashing. Then the thunder roared enough to shake the car a little. So the daughter got worried and asked the dad, you sure you don't want me to pull over? Now mind you, the mama and the other son in the back seat of the car. They already, you know how backseat drivers are. They're like, oh, you slow down just a little bit, just slow down just a little bit. My nerve, man, you gotta slow down just a little bit. So they already freaking out in the back seat. So it ain't helping the daughter none, but daddy said, no, baby, just keep driving. So she kept on driving. And the rain started coming down where she could see nothing. And she didn't ask daddy nothing. She said, Dad, I think we need to pull over. Daddy said, no, don't pull over. Keep driving. Make sure your lights are on and slow down a little bit. So, remind you all this time, the daughter doing exactly what the daddy said. She ain't talking back. She ain't fussing back with him. She asked the same questions over again, but she doing what she's supposed to do.
Amen.
As kids, we have to learn to respect adults. I was taught to stay in a child's place. When there was adults around, children weren't around. When the adults in there talking, kids outside. When the adults go outside, the kids go inside. I'm just saying. The way I was raised. So, the daughter did exactly what she was told. So, eventually the storm stopped. Eventually they came out the storm. And Daddy looked over at the daughter and said, you can pull over now. So the daughter looking at him like, you want me to pull over now? Now you ready for me to pull over? The storm over now, I can drive now. You want me to pull over? So he said, just pull over. And he said, I want you to look in your rear view mirror. He said, everybody that stopped and pulled over, somebody been reading my message, that pulled over in the storm, still in the storm. Everybody that got too scared to stand up for something, they still in it. But look where we at. That's why I have to tell you, keep on driving. It's going to be hard, but you got to keep on driving. Eventually you're going to make it out. Eventually you're going to cross the finish line. Eventually you're going to reach your destiny. But you got to keep moving forward. You can't back up. You can't stay where you're at. You got to keep moving forward. All you have to do is make a move, and God will make a way. When you look back at what God has brought you through, why stop or turn around? If He brought me this far, He can lead me the rest way. So keep moving forward. So who are we radical for? We're radical for Christ. And I want to let you know something. When you become radical for Christ, know that the enemy is going to attack you. Physically, mentally, but most spiritually. The enemy fears you though. The enemy fears you. Let me prove it to you. The enemy knows that whenever you get ready to snap out of it and get radical for him, he knows that you can just leave. You don't have to make an announcement. You don't have to put a post on social media. You can just come to your senses. Whatever struggle you're going through, whatever problem you got, whenever you're ready to snap out of it, you can do so. So this is what happens. The enemy binds who he fears. Many people mistake bondage as a sign of weakness. But sometimes bondage is a sign that you have been marked by the enemy. So bondage is the result of the fear of the enemy. So when you find yourself going through this and going through that, you have been marked as one who the enemy is scared of. I ain't got y'all, so let me help y'all. You're not going to put no chains on no squirrel. Because you ain't scared of it. It can go in front of you, it can go around you. You ain't scared of it. But a lion, tiger, bear, or you gonna put a chain on them? They up in the zoos. They locked up. Because they know, because you know if they ever break loose, they're going to destroy everything. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all, New Life. The enemy knows that if you ever snap out of it, if you ever drop to your knees and start praying, if you ever open your mouth and say, Lord, I thank you. If you ever stand up and start clapping your hands and stomping your feet, if you ever start worshiping God, the enemy knows that you're going to set an atmosphere for miracles to happen. You're going to set an atmosphere for some chains to be broken. So the enemy say, no, I'm going to bind them, 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 because they got power. They got power to bind them. Because he knows that they ever snap out of it, it's over for him. Just think about it. If this room, just us in this room right here, if we can all get on one accord, that's the participation. Now all I'm waiting on is the blessing that comes behind it. You want to slap somebody high five and tell them let's snap out of it? Slap somebody high five and tell them let's snap out of it. It's our time, y'all. We got to snap out of it. The reason so much going on in the world because everybody's not on one accord.
All right. Amen.
We got to get on one accord. We can't expect for President Trump to get on one accord if we can't get on one accord. Because what we don't realize, he's a child of God as well. In my closing, I want to encourage you to snap out of it.
All right.
Once you put your boxing gloves up, and you can position your hands to pray.
Oh my God.
Once you stop feeding to the he said, she said drama all on social media, then you can read your Bible daily. Once you stop putting people down and talking about them, then you can spread the word of God to his people. It's time to snap out of it and get radical for Christ. Time is winding up.
Yes, it is.
Sometimes we always say, Lord, I'm waiting on you. But sometimes God just waiting on you. Sometimes it ain't, he don't need to make a move, maybe it's you that need to make a move. Because he didn't already went before you. So you got to get the way he at. He didn't already went to the situation and already worked it out. You just got to walk through it now. I can only be real. I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. I'm gonna be real. And if you have already snapped out of it, then stay out of it. Continue to be radical for Christ. Continue to move forward. Continue to be that caboose for your class. Because the finish line is around the corner. And it ain't about going fast and it ain't about going slow. It's those who endure to the end. I can see the sun peeping through the clouds. The storm is almost over. Are you ready to snap out of it? Has your time come? Only you can answer that. Only you can answer that. Am I ready to snap out of it? Is it my time? Thank you.